Good morning class, I am JVN, I am Dr. Vanita Bhardwaj. Today we are discussing about a new topic, market. What is market? In day-to-day talking, we can say market is a physical place where buyers and sellers are available to exchange their goods and services at particular price. This is the market. But in economics, market is a wide subject. In market there are several varieties of goods and several types of sellers. They are doing the activities of buying and selling at a particular price, but this is not necessary they have to meet at a particular place. They can be spread at a wide range of the area, for example, for a region, for a country, or the world level. Buyers must be available and anywhere, but for the market certain conditions must be applicable. For example, there must be buyers and sellers. There is no necessary they should meet each other or exchange views. There must be a buyer and seller. Second thing is the commodity, and fourth thing is the price of the commodity. These activities happen together will take place market. There is the buyers and sellers, they have commodity and a particular price. They are exchanging their goods and services at particular price. This is the market. There is no need of their physical presence to each other, in front of each other. They can do exchange market activities through the telephone, transactions, agent, all these activities. And in e-commerce, in virtual market, there is no need to meet you personally to your buyers and sellers. There must be a product, and buyers and sellers, they don't know each other, but they are doing transactions. Buyers are selling and buyers are purchasing, and sellers are selling their product through the online transaction. We don't know who is the seller. We just buy our product, and this is the market activities. In market, we studying types of market. For example, perfect market competition. Second is monopoly market competition, and third is imperfect market competition. These three markets are available in your syllabus. First is the perfect market competition, and second is monopoly, and third is imperfect market competition. When we study about the market, we analyze about the approaches of the firm's equilibrium. In your syllabus, we have two approaches to explain the equilibrium of the firm. What is the equilibrium? Equilibrium means firm is earning maximum profit. First point, maximum profit. And second point is no tendency to change in production. Equilibrium is a situation of a firm. There is the two situations. First, firm is earning maximum profit, and second is no tendency to change in the production. If these two conditions are available in any firm, it means firm is in equilibrium. Equilibrium we decided according to the approaches. There is two approaches for the equilibrium of the firm. First approach is total revenue and total cost approach. In the first approach, total revenue and total cost approach, we draw a diagram. On O-axis we show outputs, and on Y-axis we are showing revenue, cost and profit of the firm. This is the traditional method to analyze the firm's equilibrium. This is the total revenue and total cost approach. In the diagram you can see that this is the total cost revenue. This is starting from the initial of the diagram, from 0 point, and this is the total revenue curve, which is starting from the far from the initial point is the P. Okay. Total cost curve is starting from the initial point, because if the firm is producing or not start the production, we have to pay some certain fixed cost. So this total cost is contain the certain amount of the fixed cost. That's why when firm is not doing any kind of unit of production, he is paying fixed cost. So total cost means, what is the total cost? Total cost is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost. This is the formula of the cost. You have already know that total cost is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost is equal to total cost, and this is the total cost. That's why it's starting from initial point. As the production started, total cost will move on upward side to the P point, and when we start to the production OH quantity, we start to sell out, and our total revenue will also be started as from the P point. Okay, when we intersect total cost and total revenue at the P point, where this is our break even point. At break even point, total cost and total revenue are equal to each other. That's why this is the break even point where firm is earning no profit and profit and no loss on OH quantity production. When firm is producing OH quantity, he get the P point where total cost and total revenue is equal. When total cost and total revenue is equal to each other, this is the firm's break-even point. Moving on, when total cost is, when we increase our production from OH to OQ, our cost is increasing to the total revenue and total cost. This is the fundamental basis. As we increase our production, our total cost will, as we increase our production, as we increase our production, moving on to the OQ quantity, our cost will be reduced and our revenue will be increased as the we moving on the E point and the OQ quantity. When firm is producing OQ quantity, their firm's cost is less than and revenue is more than. This is the firm's equilibrium point when firms earning maximum profit. Okay, first condition is applying, then firm is earning maximum profit, total cost is N point and total profit is E point. This is the maximum variation within the cost and revenue. So firm is in that particular situation equilibrium, on the equilibrium according to total cost and total cost and total revenue approach. When moving on and when we increase our production from OQ quantity to OG quantity, our cost will be increasing and our revenue will be slowed down to the moving right side, left side moving down. That's why on the F point we get another break even point when total cost and total revenue is also equal. When total cost and total revenue is equal, we get the break even point. In this diagram we get two break even points. First on the P point when total cost and total revenue is equal, and second on the F point when break even point when total cost and total revenue is equal to each other. So firm is in equilibrium on the production of the OQ quantity. If the firm moving on from OQ to OG, he will get a break even point, and after that he wanted to increase its production, he will receive a situation where total cost is more than to total revenue, so firm will suffer loss. So firm will not move on to OQ quantity. Firm will stay on the equilibrium point. When firm is producing OQ quantity, he is earning the maximum profit and there is no tendency to changes in the production. Already I have told you equilibrium is a situation where firm has two tendencies. First is maximum profit and second is no tendency to change in the production. This is the only situation in total cost and total revenue approach. According to this approach, firm is on the if the firm is producing OQ quantity, he is in equilibrium where he is earning the supernormal profit, because when we tangent a line between the total revenue and total cost, we get that EN is the total profit of the firm, where firm is in the equilibrium position. This approach is very traditional, so it's very difficult to understand a normal person where to decide to the equilibrium. This is the break-even point. He can decide equilibrium point, break-even point here and here. But at P equilibrium point, profit is improving because total revenue is increasing and total cost is decreasing. But after the second break-even point, total revenue is decreasing and total cost is increasing. So firm will be preferred to this break-even point. After this break-even point, firm is getting more profit. So this is the first approach, total revenue and total cost approach for the equilibrium of the point. And we discuss about the market. Market have to certain conditions. Market should be allocated in a one region, one country, one location, etc. There should be a one price of the commodity. Buyers and sellers must be there for the market conditions. Perfect market competition is compulsory for the market according to Professor Borwein. According to Professor Borwein, if you want to prevail a one commodity for a one price, you have to complete the perfect market competition. This is the basic concept of the market. Second approach is marginal cost and marginal revenue cost approach. This approach is given by the Professor Marshall. He said total cost and total revenue approach is quite different, quite tough. Everybody can't understand where should be the break-even point and where should be the equilibrium point in in the total cost and total revenue approach. So Professor Marshall said, if we develop a new approach and we can use this new approach, this is the marginal cost and marginal revenue approach. In this approach, we have to understand 2 points in equilibrium point. First condition is marginal cost curve should cut marginal revenue from below. Second condition is marginal cost is moving upward slope. Okay, when we study equilibrium of the firm on the approach of marginal cost and marginal revenue, 2 conditions must be applicable. First, marginal cost should be cut marginal revenue from below. And second thing is marginal cost is moving on upward side moving on. So this curve is showing that we have this diagram of marginal revenue and marginal cost approach. OX is showing output of the production and OY axis is showing the revenue and cost of the production. Marginal revenue is always straight horizontal line to the Y or X axis, always straight to the O axis, because marginal revenue is received from the industry, which is decided by the market force of demand and supply. For example, I will tell you, this is the diagram of market force. This is the DD curve, DD, which is sloping always to the right side, and this is the supply curve, always upward to the right side, and they intersect on the E point. This E point is the price determination point, where market price and market demand and demand and supply is equal to each other. This is the price point, and this same level, which is showing the OX MR, marginal revenue, which is a horizontal to the OX axis. Same situation is here. This is the OX parallel to the marginal revenue, when marginal cost is always like U-shaped diagram, when marginal cost is cutting marginal revenue on 2 points, on E and E1. This is E1 and this is the E point. marginal cost is sloping like U shape. That's why first cut is here E1 where quantity Q is producing, and this is second point when E where marginal cost is cutting marginal revenue from the below side. First condition, this is the marginal cost curve sloping down towards the left side, downward sloping, but it cutting marginal revenue from the upward side. So it will be not the equilibrium point. After this point, firm's marginal revenue is more than and marginal cost is less than, so firm will decided to produce more goods, so expansion will be take place. And on the E point, marginal cost is cutting marginal revenue or from the below. This is the equilibrium point, because here first condition is completing, the marginal cost is cutting marginal revenue from the below side, and second condition is marginal cost is moving to the positive slope. After E point, marginal cost is increasing and moving upward. Two conditions are completely fulfilled at this point, so firm will decide their equilibrium on the E point. Equilibrium will be on E point. This E point is the initial point. This is not completing the two conditions, and there is the marginal cost is more than to marginal revenue. That's why firm is not in profitable situation. This is the marginal cost and marginal revenue approach. In present scenario, everybody can understand this approach. It is very easy, very comfortable. Students can easily explain it in your studies. This is the more expandable, more easy compared to the total cost and total revenue approach. Marginal cost approach is using in every market. Especially in perfect market competition, we are using marginal cost and marginal revenue approach. In a monopoly market, to decide the equilibrium of the firms, we using the marginal cost and marginal revenue approach, and oligopoly in everything. In modern days, we are using this approach, marginal cost and marginal revenue approach, for analyzing the equilibrium, determination of the output, cost, revenue, profit, and equilibrium of the firm. These are the two approaches to determine the equilibrium of the firms in the various market situations. Okay, that's all for today. If you have any query, please leave comment in the box. Thank you.